Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.